If you are ever in a pinch, a Snickers candy bar wrapper can be used as a condom. What is your most useful NSFW life hack? What up simps, it's you boy Andrew, here to narrate another story time. Since you're already here, go ahead and make me proud by hitting like and subscribing. Because if you don't, I'll show your friend the amount of money you spend simping for e-thoughts. Hope you did that, let's get to the stories. Convert one of those stupid no-hands sanitizer dispensers into a no-hands lube dispenser. After jerking off, using a baby wipe cleans up your dick well and prevents your underwear from getting sticky smelling like jizz. I figure if those things do a good job of wiping up baby crap from their asses, they do a good job of wiping up pre-babies from your dick. When crapping, prop your legs up against the wall in front of you and push. It'll give extra force to force the crap out. During missionary, place a pillow under the female's butt. The male will penetrate deeper and rub against the G-spot with each thrust. Also, a footboard makes for deeper penetration, great calf exercise. Never, ever get cum in your eyes. Doesn't hurt at first, but then it's the slow burn of what I like to think are millions of sperm trying to tunnel in and fertilize your eyeball. If my mental image is off, please don't correct me, it tickles me. If you need to fart, but it's just not moving out, get on your knees. Put your head on the floor with your arms stretched out above your head and your butt in the air. Hang out there a little bit, rock back and forth a bit if you need to. Works like a charm. Toot away. If you get caught, you're just doing a little yoga. Man or woman, keep some condoms in your room. It's such a mood killer if you're about to go to Pound Town, only to realize no one has condoms. I've gotten dressed, driven to a gas station to buy some, come back, and by then, the mood is ducked, and you're basically starting from scratch. Use both hands for masturbation. Gently rotate hands for an added bonus. Fingering one hand with fingers in, one hand working her clit. Making out, get your hands involved, both of them. Stop grabbing her ass the whole time. Show her whole body means something to you. Missionary, put both hands under her back and hold her shoulders. Thank me later. Cowgirl, put one hand on her hip and the other on the small of her back. Work that rhythm. Doggy style. One hand on her hip and the other all over. The occasional smack is appropriate. Add your own NSFW two-handed method. Edit. I just realized that if I move making out before fingering, this is a pretty good date night. I've yet to find a woman that doesn't love the following move. When in the spooning position during sex, use your free hands to massage the clit and nipples. You can get a motion going where you're pumping in and out with your penis while rubbing on and off of the clit with one free hand and working the nipples with the other. I've found that most girls cum violently when this move is applied correctly. As an added bonus, you can kiss the back of their neck while doing all of the above. It is a bit difficult to coordinate until you get the hang of it, but your lady will appreciate it. I call it the stink test. When making out with your lady of choice and you're considering going down on her, but not certain if she's rocking a flower or some old tuna, that's when you need the test. Give her a quick diddly-do when things are getting hot, and then, when she's not looking, brush your fingers under your nose and take a whiff. You can pass it off as scratching your nose if you get caught, but she probably won't call you on it. This lets you determine if you really want to get your tongue up in that or not. A warning though. I'm reasonably sure girls know when you're conducting the stink test. Edit. Yes, Jolly Rancher. Got it. Ladies, use baby oil instead of shaving cream when shaving your lady parts. You won't be able to keep your hand out of your pants all night though, fair warning. Gentlemen, if the position allows for it, look your lady in the eyes for that initial thrust. It's near guaranteed to get her going a bit more right from the start. It feels like you're in tune or some crap, I dunno, and that'll pay off for both of you the rest of the time. If you want to use whipped cream in the bedroom, stick to the light crap not to save on calories, it just leaves a much less sticky residue when licked off. Cocaine makes you horny as all duck, but causes impotence. The good news is that since Viagra is a vasodilator which lowers blood pressure, it not only gets you hard as a rock, but acts as a safety mechanism for your heart if you happen to have ingested too much cocaine. In other words, mixing Coke and Viagra not only combats impotence, but is also rather safe. Edit. This combination will also work with MDMA-induced impotence. But unfortunately you probably won't be able to cum until 6+ hours after dropping the MDMA. So while your dick will be a honed weapon ready to slay many beasts, your partner will be begging you to stop because you'll have pummeled her pussy for endless hours. Bad times. I came to this thread for tips and left with the sinking realization that it is going to be a long time before any of this advice will be useful to me. Edited to contribute to the conversation. If you want a new partner to open up to you, be it sexually or emotionally, never ever laugh or balk at their weird fetishes or tics. If your dude wants you to spank him and tell him he's a naughty little kitten, do not laugh. If your lady sounds like a crying anime character when she cooms, do not laugh. Remain neutral when confronted with these things, even if you think they are weird as duck. You will be surprised at how much this affects both your sex life and emotional relationship with this person. Accepting their weird sexual tics is like accepting them, and it will show in how they open their heart and potentially an us to you. If you really care about this person, this is a surefire way to show it. More of a life lesson than a hack, but if you're trying to deep throat, open your mouth far wider than you would during a normal BJ, almost so that it looks like you're going to bite down. Don't bite down. This will naturally open up the back of your throat, so it doesn't feel like your partner is trying to force himself past a barrier that feels unpleasant for him and can trigger both panic and gagging in you. With your jaw wide, move slowly down the dick, wetting with the tongue, and then bring your lips back together once the penis bypasses the opening of the throat. Make sure to cover your teeth with your lips and breath deeply through the nose as he slides in. If you want to stay down there for a while, you have to learn to control your breath. Not surprisingly, blowjob breathing is similar to yoga breathing. You're holding a difficult pose and controlling it with the power of your breath. Once he's really balls deep, don't try bobbing up and down. There's a dick halfway down your throat, it's stimulating your gag reflex, and you're probably already fighting down some nausea. Trying to push him up and down your throat will make you puke, which is never any fun for anyone. Instead, just move your head a little bit so that the tip of the dick is rubbing along the back of your throat, and then make gentle swallowing motions. Deep throating is an act of swallowing, and the contractions of the throat muscles around the penis, coupled with slight stimulation of the head and some clever tongue action, will create the most pleasurable sensations for your partner. Ask your partner beforehand if he wants a certain type of momentum or movement while you're down there. Again, vigorously bobbing up and down with a dick all the way down your throat is pretty impossible. Most of us aren't porn stars, and you'll probably scrape him with teeth, or it'll gag you and irritate your throat. But it's pretty easy for your partner to hold your hair or your face while you're down there, with permission. And then gently move you in a particular rhythm without hurting you or making you sick. If you tend to be a little bit more submissive, have your partner hold you down in the deep throat position for 10 to 15 seconds and then increase as desired. This will train your throat and make both of you happy. If you are uncomfortable or frightened by that, get the dick out of your throat. Then take a deep breath and find something else to explore with your partner. Being able to swallow an 8-cock is a fun, private, party trick, but it takes some work and isn't for everyone. Edit. Glad a few of you are enjoying my fellatio tutorial. One thing to keep in mind if you're trying to finish him off with the BJ, always make sure he tells you before he cooms. Men always tell your partner if you're going to coom when they're that far down. It seems like it would be easier to swallow if he's that far back, but you've been using your swallowing muscles for the BJ, and there's a big dick blocking your pharynx, so you're just gonna choke. Unless you're okay with coughing, puking, coom shooting out your nose, it's wise to have him pull back slightly for the finish. Edit 2. Several people have pointed out that squeezing your left thumb inside your fist can control your gag reflex. Quite a few others have refused that claim, saying it only produces a placebo effect. Either way, I figured I'd include it since so many people commented. Thanks for making my top comment an in-depth guide to sliding a cock down your throat. Feel free to engage me for further, just the tips. Thanks for watching. What did you think of the story time? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked the video, smash that like button And subscribe so you don't miss any more story times.